That's true. Don't want to say anything more again. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Got all that shit out.
One day we'll let you guys on the conversation.
No, we
well, we
won't.
have enough of a following. We start a Patreon, yeah. You subscribe, you get the wild shit.
You really think we can release it?
Anything Beckley
this guy
says.
called someone a house nigger, and he goes, "Wasn't I right, boy?"
Anything Beckley ever says in the background, I'll just never release it. This guy is crazy. Guess who he's talking about in the comments? Turn off the lights, please. Turn off the lights.
Oh, that's a wild boy.
Beckley kills me, man. Oh. And this is who we should say, let's do a drunk episode with him.
Fam, whole podcast gone.
So you just say, yeah, this week we're not releasing. Beckley didn't know how to control his mouth. We'll have to miss a week that week. All right, Dej, I have another icebreaker for the week.
You know what? Next week is mine. I'm gonna have it.
different week, different game.
Let's go.
So I'm about to give you 5 chocolate bars, yeah?
Okay.
And you have to rate them in order of 1 to 5 without knowing what comes next. We kind of did this with tea with artists.
Yeah.
So, Mars bar.
5.
Twix.
3.
Milky Way.
4.
Kinder Bueno.
1.
Kit Kat Country.
2.
2.
I'm not mad at that. I'm actually not mad at that at all.
That's actually, yeah. Kinder Bueno is elite though. Undefeated.
100%. Like when it comes to chocolates, I'm one of those people that actually like Snickers because I know people hate.
Oh yeah,
Snickers.
same. So I like Snickers. Do you like Bounty?
Yeah.
Yeah, people say people that like Bounty eat ass. Yeah. I mean, they might not be wrong, but they didn't have to say it.
Like I thought we were all pretending that we did it.
Whoa! What are you looking at me for?
Nah, but if I ever see anyone eating a Turkish delight, bro,
nah,
stay away from me. Stay far away from me.
Chocolate that has fruit involved, I don't understand why you people like it. Do you know Jaffa cakes? You like Jaffa cakes, isn't it?
I tolerate them.
Nah, yeah, they're like the Turkish delights. Any of them that have strawberry inside. I'm like, how the hell does anybody like chocolate that have cake? Sorry, chocolate that have fucking fruits.
Bro, it's not the one. Like, but you know what? I actually just remember being young, yeah. And like, cause when we were in primary school, me and my brother used to get €1 to share.
Yeah.
So they had 50 cents each. Walk into the shop. I know there's certain things you couldn't afford because it was like 95 cents, but those are the days, man. Can you still get like sweets like
Bro, you could still get you could get an animal bar for like 20 cents and 30 cents on a bag of 5-cent jelly. So you got like 6
animal
of those
bars not 20
jellies.
cents anymore.
Of course.
It's like 40 cents now or some shit like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's even more.
Oh,
like the Freddo bars, they went up.
Bro, the Freddo bar is crazy.
Every generation has this conversation though. Back in my days, it was only 15 cents. Back in my days.
This cost of living nonsense is not working out, bro. Because, like, yeah, no.
How do we buy houses?
No, because you know what? Yeah, there was one time when I was young, yeah, and obviously, like me and my brother used to get 50 cents a day to share. And there was one time, like in the sitting room. In like, you know, back in the days, you'd have a thing to hold all your remotes and shit like that. So I look inside it, I see €4. My swipes that's mine, obviously.
Yeah.
Next day, going to school now, it was me.
€4, you're rich, man.
Bro.
A €5, you're eating.
Bro, it was me, my sister, and my sister's friend. We walked into the shop, bro. I came at that shop, balling bags on bags.
That's the equivalent of bottles.
Yeah,
You're bringing out the sweets. That's the equivalent of sparkless bottles.
I was that nigga in school next day, bro. Rainbow dust flying, rainbow drops flying, Laffy Taffy. What's that thing? Lanky Larry's, bro.
Yeah.
Everything flying, bro. It was all on me. We even got, you know, the expensive shit that we couldn't afford before. What's that alien kind of juice thing?
Oh, I know what you're talking about as well.
Yeah, did you get what I'm saying? Man, got all that. Anyways, then later on, my mom asked me where's the money, and I was like, no, she asked my sister where the money came from. No, my mom asked me, has anybody seen €4 in the...
You're like, Dave, I'm standing outside, hands on my head.
I was like,
your head's hot. You fell on your knees immediately.
I was like, yeah. Anyways, long story short, comes out that was me. I dropped beating. My sister dropped beating too for being a Coca. And she had no idea because she was like, where'd you get this money from? I was like, oh, mom gave it to me.
Oh, man. And then back then, you have to question, why would mom give you €4 though? Yeah. If they're giving you... But also because, for them, €4 back then, they could buy you like bread and milk. that would last like the week. So €4 back then, even though we're thinking it's like, it's like €4. But back then, my mom used to send me to shop with like a €5. You come home with like a bread, milk, sugar, with like a $5.
Back before cost of living was cost of living, bro.
But that's every generation. Let me plug in an intro actually very early today because we always wait till like halfway through. Sure. Anyways, and we're here. We are Charge.
Bang, bang.
And we are the podcast with the highest level of analysis the culture needs. I'm Uncle Jay, but you mans call me Jordan, and I'm here with...
You know it's your girl's favorite voice, Big Didge, the nigga with the Midas touch.
Come on, that's it. But do you see the pics from Longitude this year? Because I wanted to give a like shout out to Travis and Else.
Bro.
That shit looks...
It looked crazy.
insane.
Bro, why am I seeing L's on top of it? No.
That may as well have been the headliner.
You might as well be.
I was watching, I was like, nah, these niggas, they have like a cult following. The people, obviously number 2 album is in Ireland, so you don't really realize how big it is, and then you look at the people that are pulling up for them, you're like, yo, shout out to what's happening right now, man.
It went off. I actually saw a TikTok someone saying that how the 2 local artists outperforming the headliner or whatever, bro. It looked like went off.
And they have songs that if you play them in a crowd, my Brooksies don't need validation. Sit man and move like pagans.
Mosh Pit Central, bro.
Bud. So should have been there, man.
Someone is catching the elbow.
Someone said they tried to go to a mosh pit and they rolled their ankle. That's like, no, you're getting old. I said, yeah, it's not for you, man. Stand in the back like the rest of us.
No,
like,
you know what?
Yeah.
I don't have the stamina for a mosh pit.
I did a mosh pit. We went to Cello's gig, Academy. We went to the mosh pit now.
No. You know the most dangerous concert I've been to? It was Skepta in Right Venue. Or when they call it
that's a
Park.
tiny place for that kind of music as well.
Fam, before Skepta
people were getting elbowed.
Like, no, it wasn't even elbows. I was getting squished, bro. I was like this.
Yeah.
Like, there's very few times where I feel like I have to use my, like, I had to push people to just get a bit of space, bro. It was crazy.
Back then they used to pack shit as well.
But you know what? It was a fucking vibe though.
Yeah. No, the exact guys like Travis and Else, shout out them because I don't know if any other Irish from our community were performing. So big up to them doing that, and it looked like a fantastic time. I need to definitely catch one of those shows. And also,
you know what? I was jealous though.
That you went there.
Yeah, because it seemed like everybody just got backstage invite. Like, bro, I mean, I'm part of the scene too now.
All I said is, if you man see me start my own organization, nobody moan. If you man see me I'm not here to help y'all. I just want to be backstage with Travis and Nelson and them, man. So,
bro, I'm seeing everybody on stage with DJ. I'm seeing
JD's there.
JD sponsoring
Damn,
people.
is there.
Dammy's doing this. People are giving away shoes. People are doing tattoo.
Isn't it cool though that people that we know or know of or we would have seen growing up, they're actually like part of that day. They're not going to that day. They're like a part of that day.
That's why I think it was sick because, you know, it wasn't
like even DJ eBay was there having a set.
It wasn't like it was one person I knew there or 2 people like just random off. Bro, it was like 6, 7 people. I'm like, bro, you know what? I didn't see a single person on any of the socials that I had that paid to go there. Everybody was backstage.
I think that's it. Everybody, it looks like everybody that I watched there got there because they're doing something cool.
Yeah.
It's like,
crazy.
With their passes. I was like, how you everybody there? They're backstage filming, they're hanging out in the backstage, there's the trailers behind them. I was
Bring
like,
me, bro. Bring me. Or people are on
year.
stage. They're doing hype man with DJs. Some people I'm like, what do you do?
They just says, I took a week on a pod. Bring me wait, 1.5 hours every week is enough to get his passes?
Like, I'm out here putting up 40 points a game.
This guy's so stupid. And also, people are doing cool things in the community, and I wanted to also highlight this. I was actually thinking about it. Shout out KD, man. Because KD is doing something like, obviously, I grew up going to church every Sunday, and after a while, it felt like a big box ticking exercise. It's Sunday. We go to church. It's Sunday. So after a while, so it's every like business or corporation, every industry always needs like renovation, new ideas, innovation, you know? But sometimes it felt like the African church went a bit stale, and it was a mixture of like tradition and culture, and it deterred a lot of young people away because they're growing up in this world, but the church is very condemning. So to see what he's doing to bring young people back towards God, is doing a tour of Ireland, doing something like that. That also needs to be applauded because sometimes we speak of like, oh, that's cool shit. We're going to be back to our language. License party.
Yeah.
And so, well, big ups to KD because I look at that and I was like, you know what? He's in Cork, he's in Drogheda, he's taking a weekend, and young people are pulling up. And they're pulling up on their own accord. Like, no parents dragging them. Nobody's forcing you, so they want to do it. Yeah, they're not coming to...
That's the most important part. Because before...
FOL days, you know.
Bro, I've heard so many stories. I'm just like, well, people are praising God.
Again, that was back then. The parents would probably tell them, oh, this way you have to go to that. So yeah, open circle. I actually wanted to go to the one that was in my town, but like life started life and then I didn't go. But obviously I kept an eye on it. I was seeing it on socials and he was going through it. I was like, you know what? We really commend and applaud people doing cool shit. That's also cool, and it's because there's a different groups that are not interested in just going to festivals or going to. Also, they have a space to go praise God and still have a community and be amongst people with the same values and morals. So big up to KD from Where's Your Head At as well.
If we're giving flowers,
yeah.
I'm here to talk about the same thing I've been talking about for weeks. Victor is officially my favorite Irish creator, hands down, and it's not even close.
Because he made that toxic TikTok, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? He just keeps making bangers upon bangers upon bangers. You know what? You're like, yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I've been there. Like there was one today. It was like, when you POV, you both have the same music taste, and he starts singing the song, and then she takes it over, and he's like, and then just over together. I was like, that's true Black Love there, man.
That's it. They're just a big fan of big fan of Black Love, and
yeah, man, shout out to Black Love.
Let's get to this, yeah. I didn't want to jump on this, but let's speak on Black Love, yeah.
Yeah.
We were watching Love Island.
Oh, we're going straight there.
I'm going into this.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. I'm an equal opportunist agendist, yeah.
Okay.
But there's certain times, sometimes I'm like, if I run an agenda on that one, it's a bit techie. Like, I love Bukayo Saka.
Yes.
Young black man, Nigerian, franchise player for Arsenal. But if he misses a penalty, I'll be on the timeline saying he let his country down. They just said he has hay fever. I told him to grow up. I was like, this guy, I'll run an agenda on everyone. Last week you're here chatting, you're saying, oh, they're using Katrin. They're using Katrin, so I'm waiting for someone to come. This Scott guy is not serious about her. Look what she's doing out in the streets. She's the one using my voice.
She is doing what she's supposed to do.
She made me feel...
I'm here to stand with Katrin.
No, bruv. She made me feel bad for the oppressor.
Nah, fuck the oppressor. Give me those tears.
I was looking at him, I was like, brother... I was like, you know what? You guys called him out. He said, you know what? I'm gonna stay true to this Katrin one. But she's the one that was saying like, you guys, and all the women are all even defending it because no, if it was reversed, they would have came on the timeline. They would have said he used the black girl until the blonde white girl came in just to go back to his people.
I would have been right there with them. However,
she's like, we have a lot in common. Yeah. You're more black.
Look, this is the thing here. Nah. Free my nigga Katrin. Boss case. You about to boss case. And you know why she's gonna boss case? Because first of all, they weren't closed off. That's number one.
Fair.
And this is the thing.
Even though, if it was reversed, you wouldn't say this.
No.
You wouldn't say this.
No. This is what I would say. Yeah. Like genuinely, yeah. The way that Elam swept her off her feet, bro. She was shining all 32, bro.
Yeah.
She was like anything that she wanted to hear. Anything that she wanted to hear, that man was saying. And she was loving every second of it. And look how she was like. There was one conversation where they were talking, and she was sitting there. I can bet you anything. She wasn't even listening to what he was saying. She was just saying, "Lips me, bro." And then she went to go talk to girls, and she's like, "Yeah, we could have kissed." She was like, she wanted it. Like this not the energy we'll be having if it was the other way around, bro. Yeah, no.
If this was the other way around, you would have said they've done it again, Jordan. They used the black girl to stay in Love Island until they got. This is what you would have. This is what you were already saying. You're like saying, I don't want them to think I'm mad because I'm thinking, is it racist? This is the road we're going down. Last week. Go listen to last week's episode.
When we're talking about racism, we're talking about Sammy saying that he's not attracted to her. What I'm saying, is if Scott did the same thing in the same way, I wouldn't have been mad. But no, the only way that I would have been mad if it was, it doesn't even seem like you like this guy.
Yeah.
That you like this girl.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Not Katrin, like let's say a newborn girl comes in and she's white and blonde hair and it doesn't even seem like they vibe like that. Like Sammy and this 19-year-old.
She looks like, get her out of here, man.
Yeah, but Sammy and this 19-year-old, like they don't look like they have anything in common. They don't feel like when he chose her, I was like, what the fuck did you choose her for?
Some people, they choose out of like, let me play it safe.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If that was the situation that Scott did that, I would be like, oh, bro, you're violating. But if I saw that, no, this is white love right here. They're about to say, I love you in the next 2 minutes.
This guy said this is white love right here.
If it's that, by all means, you know what, you boss case. But like you saw her.
I hear that nothing is wrong with actually what they did. Everybody was single. Everybody was open. They never closed it off. And I guess Tyreek also saying that like I don't think you like Katrin as much as you say you are. Probably played into her head. It probably would like again. She's very young. She's 2021. So these things like infiltrate her head. She's like, you know what? Maybe he doesn't like me.
I don't think so.
and she wanted to move to my man.
No,
I just know if I was on the timeline, if this was the roles were reversed, and I'm on the timeline, everybody's running agenda against Scott. But now it's empowering. It's queen.
This is the
it's
thing,
you do your thing. You are open. I guess it was on the time. But I can do what Dami did. Yes, Dami shot himself in the
bro,
foot.
this is the thing, yeah. Like, first of all, it wasn't even, I don't even think it was planted seed or anything, because as soon as she saw that Casa van pull up, she was, get in the van. She was excited. And this guy came out, he knocked that girl off her feet. Bro, she was loving everything.
The thing is, obviously, there's nothing wrong with what we did. They did nothing wrong. I'm not saying she did anything like wrong in the situation she's in. I just know what the narrative would be.
Yeah.
If it was the other way around.
I would have been right there retweeting the fuck out of that shit, man.
Because at the start, to be fair, at the start, I was like, maybe she's not about black love. Maybe because they said a friend of ours that we know who's a wild boy says the younger generation tends to be going more and more for white men. Innit? She says he keeps seeing the interracial couples where he's. He keeps seeing more interracials when they're younger of black girl, white men, because I don't know what, maybe his theory was maybe they don't believe in the struggle of, they just go for what they like, and they grew up in this environment, in society, so easy for them to integrate. So me, what I'm thinking is like, yeah, maybe she's 21, she's probably been in Ireland all her life, went to school with white boys, she's not into the black love like the rest of us, she's likes her Oyinbo. I wasn't mad at it, I wasn't like thinking it too much. On his side, I was like, oh, you don't trust him. He hasn't given me a reason not to trust him. He's been with Catherine, but hey, you were saying he'll probably just use it to stay in the island until the white people comes along. I was like, calm. Maybe Tyreek, he wanted to prove a point. Maybe he was like, you know what? Tyreek called me in front of everybody, so if I move to someone now, I'm proving them right. I'm gonna play it cool. Mm-hmm. And then she did it. All of a sudden, nobody wants to say it's mad. She moved mad. They don't want to say it.
But what if, right?
They don't want to say it. Someone will say it. I'll say it.
Yeah, okay, but what if, right? With Catherine's situation, obviously she gets paired up on Andre. The vibe isn't really there like that, but you know, you're cool. You're growing on me. Yeah. Then he starts moving all weird when Zach comes in.
Yeah.
But I feel like there hasn't really been a guy that's her, like not her type. Like there hasn't been a guy that she feels like, oh yeah, this is the one.
I can be myself with, yeah.
Like, so it's just been, all right, cool, I'll try this, then I'll try this. But everything has just been kind of like falling in. She tries it and kind of like,
And easier to be in a couple for you to stay anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. Now Ellen comes in. And like also with Scott, I think like it's one of those ones that like they like to say it's a slow burner. Anyways, so like
sorry, Love Island catchphrases kill me.
Bro, all of them. They're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, well, go
closed off.
Exclusive for a chat. What else push you for a chat?
Top 3. Oh, come on.
What are your type? Who's in your top 3?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna crack on with her. What's called? Yeah, so I feel like like she does like him and anything, but you know, it's one of those ones that it takes a while to bubble up. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe if they had another week, they would have gone to the point where I'm second guessing looking at other man. But now a guy that from the jump, the sauce is cooking, this is boiling straight away. Like we're here already. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear. Sometimes you just click, like connect and connect with other people the same way. But I'm just here. I'm here to run agenda on anybody. Someone said I need to be delivered from being a hater. I was like, no, you don't. There's being a hater, and there's some people just like, yo, that's what you saying that for?
No. Ain't no wrong with being a little hater.
Ain't no wrong with looking at something. I'm just gonna hate on that for no reason. Absolutely no reason to say. But then. Go ahead. No,
Go.
I was gonna say, do we continue then? Casa Moore, the return. Catherine betrayed my man. Scott, shout out you, my white knight. That's what Zeno would say. Shout out him. And then Ty, 100 bodies, pulling and shagging. Decided, you know what? I'm gonna lock it off. Before you go, I've closed it off. He stayed. He was very loyal throughout Casa Moore. Didn't look to any girl.
We said it was gonna happen.
Even though he was bullying everybody else to move.
No. Let's speak about that. Because girls have brought back this the group leader thing. No, there's no such thing as a group leader. Them man are just bitches. How can a man tell you go lift that girl, bro, and you go lift her, and after you lift her,
you're the one. I don't know why he did it.
Yeah,
I don't feel like I feel so
if
guilty.
If you don't want to lips the babe, don't lips the babe.
The way he got Sam, he said lips her. All right, now lips are.
Yeah,
He
and
just told them.
you two,
Movie that's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, stay. Shut the fuck up, man. Like them two, them boys are bitch niggas, bro. How can someone say lips are you two? You walk across and lips.
He was living vicariously through his boys, which I understand. And then he brings up this topic like, these are men I like around their boys on holidays. Let me tell you this, yeah. If my boys are declaring I'm in the streets and I'm single and I want to enjoy it,
Be in the streets.
by all means, me too, I'll encourage that behavior.
Oh yeah. I'm encouraging you to be on as much fuckeries as possible,
Bro.
This honestly, as well, this goes for the girls too.
By all means, yeah, that's actually true. I've even told upstairs, if that's what you're on, be on it. I'm about doubling down and leaning in. I'm like, do it. But if my boys tells me, even if they have a girl, even if they're going through with their girl, I send them that thread. They're out here pegging, bro.
Like,
I said,
you don't want to leave what you have at home.
So I lean into what you have, like make that work because you are happy. You think you're missing a lot in the streets, but you're actually not missing that much. We have that conversation like you can get consistent sex, so you're not really bothered about sex. So unless you're genuinely unhappy, they're out here pegging, bro. You know what a mimosa is? You're about to learn. When you leave the streets,
you go learn.
You go learn. It says, all that here is making. It says Tulum. Oh, well, that's it. And then Tyreek comes back. He's there waiting, makes a speech, close it off. Ella at work. I've never seen such instant regret. The minute she walks in with him and she saw Tyreek, she literally steps away from Uzi. Shout out Uzi, bad. So shout out. Nobody's even giving him a thought. Nobody's giving care.
No, what's your name, bro? When you've been saying, what's your situation with Ty? Shut the fuck. Like, what?
That's true. Actually, man, I should need to stop that. I actually didn't even deep that.
Bro, when he's like, what's your name? I was like, you know his name.
So now, after that, actually, like, obviously, that was in the winter when that was Martin's situation. I gave him a call. I was like, oh, yeah, you've been in that moment as the new guy that comes in. What's that like? So he explains to me, he's like, bro, during half one in the day, obviously, we see it at night. He says, half one in the day, the villa that are coming back already make their recoupling. So you know who's going to come back or who the decisions are made, like half one. And then they tell you who's last. So he says, by the time you know you're coming in last, at half one, you already know, like, it's long day. Yeah. Like, something, something is waiting for me. Yeah. So then after that, he says, by the time they told him to come in last, they pulled Tanya away for, like, a couple of hours, the producer, to, like, prep her. So he's waiting the whole time. He's like, yeah, we're going in last, and they're prepping her. So, long day. So when he comes in, he actually said, I'm just happy to be here. Because he knew, like, at this point, it's going to be tough. But when you walk in also, Ty, the lads love Ty, and the girls like Ella and they like them together. So as a newcomer, like saying Uzi's situation and Martin's situation, you're trying to be cool with the lads because you're going to live with them. Yeah, but they already have their bias towards that guy. They already see you as someone that's splitting them up. And the girls like Tanya and they want them together. So you're trying to win the lads over to be cool with, but you're also trying to win the girl to come back to you. I was like, that's the position that Uzi's in right now. What do you think Tyreek is going to do overall?
I think he just charges it and just pushes on.
I think he goes back.
You think he goes back?
I think he goes back. I think it's the first time he's probably felt like this and his pride and ego is hurt. But what happens with Love Island, one of the benefits is you have to coexist. If it was the real life in the real world, he's on Tinder. Someone said, how is he on the phone with no internet? His head must be on Mars.
I saw that.
Yeah.
No, but
I think he goes back.
You know what I think he might not. He seems like he's very prideful, number one.
Definitely is.
Number two, he seems like, this man is, anytime he said he's going to do something, he's done it.
Yeah. Every time he says, I'm on the streets, I'm on the streets.
He's stuck with it. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's that. But then I also think, on top of all of that, the fact that he's never been here before and he's been afraid of being here, and then you let it happen. And then he gets hurt. Bro.
I wouldn't understand.
About to triple.
See, that's the thing. In everyday life, I would fully understand and say, yeah, he's in the streets. I only say that because even Shaq and Tanya. Shaq is not the same personality as Tanya. That's Tyreek, sorry. But if that was real life, he would have just been delete, block, and been able to move on and just distract himself. There's an element that you're in the same vicinity. At some point, we're going to see them at least talk again. Like David and Ekansu. It felt like it was over at one stage, but they just kept being around each other. That chemistry never went away. And eventually, they were drawn to each other. But so I think it's going back.
The thing is, right, it depends on how Ella's going to deal with it.
Yeah.
If Ella, because if I'm there and I'm already annoyed, I'm said it's close, I'm done. Every time I see you with him, it's going to remind me why I'm done. Yeah. So I won't even have a chance to be like,
yeah, because even in the winter one, after that, we didn't really see Tanya and Martin together. She made sure to be like she's by herself or she's alone. She made herself look like Now he has to go. Women do this thing where they mess up, but they make it look like you're in the wrong for being angry because they messed up. Now I was watching Shaq go over there to comfort her,
Women
even
not
though
taking accountability. Shock.
someone said he'd rather marry a Jew than women take accountability.
Don't kill me,
But
bro.
Love Island, yeah. We just recorded this just the day after. You guys are probably listening to this the Wednesday after, so probably better shit has happened by now. But we're recording this the day after people came back from Casa. And tonight we're recording early so we can leave and follow the rest of it. And man used to go to war and all that. But
Yeah, men did used to go to war.
wait, what's this guy's making face on his phone?
No, sorry. What's called? I just got a weird notification.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to do a Jordan's Charger.
Yeah, go for it.
Welcome, segment of Jordan's Charges. We do Jordan's Agendas and Jordan's Charger. These are the two segments I do. If I want to run agenda, I run one. I didn't really run one on Catherine. I just know what the narrative would have been if it was the other way around. Just saying. And Jordan's Charger this week, you know who's got a charge to the game? Kiki Palmer. Just got a charge.
Wait. Before you bring that up,
Just got a charge.
sorry. She had a kid and just became sexy.
That's what you
She has
focused on,
been
yeah.
looking incredible.
guy.
No.
This guy's-
Before all of this, yeah.
guy's-
Because Kiki Palmer is one of those random people I follow on Instagram for some reason.
Yeah.
And she had a baby, yeah. And then every time I've been seeing her since, there's been a couple times I'm like, did you just have a baby? Because she I don't think she's looked as good as she looks now.
What's it called? A snatchback. But there also is it's a thing in our brain as men to find women that have either they've had babies or they're recent mothers. Like MILF thing exists because it's a psychological thing.
This has nothing to do with milk thing, bro. She has just been looking sexy.
I haven't seen her. Even when I saw her, she didn't
Bro,
look different.
Nah. There's something there. Something changed, bro.
Nah, I don't
she
think
looks
so.
good.
I don't think so. I see it looks the same. I saw the pictures. I was like, yeah, that's Kiki Barber's
Nah, I
always
don't
looked
know.
at this.
Maybe she changed her makeup artist or something, but she looks good.
Well, yeah, anyway, she has charged to the game because she went to an award show. Was it an award show?
I have no
Or a
idea.
ceremony
I
shot.
think it might be a concert.
Yeah, something. She went to an event anyways. Then she was wearing something. It was revealing. She was wearing behind. You could see her bum, her
Cheeks
yash,
out.
cheeks out. She was enjoying.
She
and
look good, though.
obviously, one guy is up beside her saying, "Ooh," and then her husband saw it. So her
No, you see one guy. Do you know who that guy was?
who was it?
That's Usher.
Oh, was it Usher? I thought it was like Usher.
Bro,
But I was like,
Usher was serenading her. He was singing to her.
nah.
Did you not see the video?
I didn't see the video. I saw the picture.
Oh,
Now
no.
I understand
You
why
need to
he's
watch the
vexed.
video. He's singing There Goes My Baby. Man is doing falsetto and everything. Let me see if I can find this video for you, bro.
So in the meanwhile, the husband then this is why like you correct the people you love in private, even though they fuck up in public. So let's see what the husband said. The husband then said, "We live in a generation where the man of the family does." We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and the mother of his kids to showcase her booty cheeks to others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family, my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe.
He
I rest my
tweeted
case.
some before that.
Why you tweet before I didn't see it?
Some like, oh, like your ass out, like you're a mom or something like that. But yeah, this is the video.
Let's see. Oh, she's even loving it as well.
Right now, I'm showing Jordan the video.
She's hugging him. Eh? No. It's not the outfit. It's actually not the outfit. Nah. I bet for him. Imagine your wife and your mother of kids does like this with Usher. Eye contact. Hands on my knees while I'm outside. Hands on my head while I'm outside.
Yeah, don't look at my babes and start singing falsetto.
And he's grabbing her by the waist, eye to eye contact, singing her, looking at her face. It's not the outfit.
She gave him a little twirl.
It's not the
Him too,
outfit.
you did.
It's not the outfit. I know what it is now. I know. It's like Jay-Z wouldn't let Beyonce go on stage with Sean Paul.
Would she not?
Yeah, I think because there was rumors, apparently they did a thing, you know? So Wonder
Yeah,
Woman.
got that shit out.
So they have a song together too with a baby boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a song. It's
So
a
he
banger.
wouldn't let Sean Paul on stage. But yeah, let's speak about that. Yeah. What do you think of him saying how she should dress and how she shouldn't dress?
Bro, man, this is the thing, yeah. These men feel like all of a sudden when you become a mom, everything changes. Bro, she's the same woman and she's got body. Let her have her cheeks
Do you
out, bro.
think he views her differently? Because I have a friend that said this to me. Once a woman becomes a mom, he starts viewing them differently, more respectfully. And he actually got in trouble because it's like, they're saying that's very misogynist, that all this, they have to be a mom to get that level of respect from you. That was a conversation. Do you think then he just has to view her as different now because she's the mother of his kids?
Yeah,
Because that
no.
can happen too.
Even before that, what's good? Like, I've had conversations with people where it's like, oh, like that's my wife now, so I can't do certain things to her. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's just like,
And no, I've had men say that as well. I was like, because my counterpart was like, it's your wife now. You should be comfortable to do anything with her.
Yeah.
That's who you're gonna be doing things with for the rest of your life. So that's how you end up cheating, because there's certain elements that you're missing.
You know,
but you're too scared to do it with your wife. But so you do it outside. But it brings me to a point. And it's like, why is it that when men don't like something, all of a sudden they're insecure? We've had this conversation as well. We even had it with the Get to Just Girls when they were saying that like they can go to industry events, they can date industry people, but if their mans did it, they wouldn't be happy with it. Cause we're looking at it like, oh, if men say don't go to industry events, it all of a sudden it's, oh, you're being insecure.
yeah, because you're stopping them from making the bag.
But why is when it's the reverse, we don't give them the same smoke?
Because it's just not a level playing field. Like, that's actually just what
I'm
it is.
watching that, yeah, and I actually like look. I agree with you. How you meet her is how she should be, and how regardless of if she's a mom or not, he's who she is before you met her. But at the same time, as a husband or as a person, boyfriend, whatever, he should be able to voice that he doesn't like something without being labeled that like you don't like it because of this.
The problem isn't that you're voicing that you don't like it. The problem is, why you go Twitter?
Yeah. No, that I agree with that problem. Yeah, no, because obviously Twitter gets blurred. It's like you're insecure because you're saying it, or as a man, like that tweet you sent me is like, how are you a traditional man?
Let me see if I can find it. Because he said something about being a traditional man, and this girl tweets, shouting, "I'm a traditional man, but your woman is your employer.
Oh, God.
If you don't take a seat somewhere before she calls HR to issue you with a warning of gross misconduct."
Oh God.
This is why. Have you seen this question of guys saying that if your car is about to be repossessed and you needed 200 euros or whatever, would you ask your girlfriend in 6 months for 200 euro? And bare guys are saying, take the car, bro.
and I hear it. I hear it,
no, like,
because
I absolutely hear
you
it.
borrow money once, now you're a bum.
Yeah, because
You're
it was
having
fine.
a slow month. Now you don't make ends meet. Your conversation.
Nah, what's going? It's like, because obviously there's a lot of girls that it wouldn't matter. Like, yeah, obviously, like, borrow money, it's not a deal. But there's some girls that it's fine now, but as soon as you find you broke nigga, I was paying. You weren't saying that when I was paying your bills.
Would you even have that car if it wasn't for me?
Fucking bitches in the car that I pay for. You know them ones. If it's a girl like that, yeah, take the car, bro.
But again, people are saying you know who you should like, you know who you got with. Like that was the other side of the conversation. Like from personal experience, I have never told anyone how to dress, where to go, where to be. Now, granted, I've also been lucky that I've dated people that are conservative and to themselves anyway, very introvert. I've never felt like I needed to. So I've never been in the situations like, maybe I should say something like Simi and I will wear something, and if she feels like it's too revealing or doing too much, even if I don't think it is, and she'll ask me, I'm like, I don't think so. She'll still go change. Especially when we're going to events where she knows aunties are going to be, and she knows they're going to be looking at her, and she's going to be like, yeah, no, I don't even want the eyes on me. So she will do that herself. So I can only speak from a position of like, oh yeah, I don't do that. But I've never needed to do it. You know that kind of way?
You married somebody that you look, we be dropping gems.
Yeah.
No, but like it's literally like you married someone that you know, and for me as well, like if I see a girl that's doing some things that I wouldn't be cool with, please stay over there.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I'm not gonna
no point of changing people.
Yeah, because they're not going to. And even if you change them, they're just gonna find a way to do it.
To be who they are.
You.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You
So
get the best version of people by letting people be who they are.
It's just stupid. So speaking about that, so dilemmas with Ditch, back with another segment, right? It was a video I saw, so I'm just gonna. That's weird. It was a video I saw, so I'm just gonna explain it instead, right? So, situation is there's a man, you're the man in the situation, obviously, and there's your wife. You guys just had a kid. You guys just had a kid or whatever, but she's a resident in like law school or whatever. She's like super busy. She's out all the time. And you pretty much are a stay-at-home dad to take care of the kid while she goes to do that because she has like another 2 years or something like that.
Okay.
To help with the kid, and so you can have some time to even do a bit of work, you get your mom to come into the situation. Your mom's at home helping with the kid and everything, yeah? So, because your wife is like, she's so busy, sometimes she'll be gone, she won't be home for like days and stuff like that. Just one of those, I'm assuming it's in America. Like, you know.
Yeah, when they go. Yeah, they relocate and all. They have to do something else. Yeah,
not even that. I think it's just like, you know, like when you're working in a hospital or something, and you just have to be there all the time. Yeah. One of them situations, isn't it? So, one day the kid rolls over, and you know, because that's a milestone when your kid rolls over and all that kind of shit. So the kid rolls over, and the wife wasn't there. it was the mom and the son that were there. So they were like, So he was like, oh yeah, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. Wife comes home now, and the mother was like, oh, come. He was thinking the mother was gonna tell her, but the mother didn't tell her. It's like, look, he's wiggling around like he's gonna turn around. Then on cue, the kid turns around. Oh my god, this is so cute. We all got to experience it together. They didn't really, because the kid turned around before. So then now that has become a thing. So now, so he doesn't make his wife feel bad.
Yeah, left
they
out,
pretend
yeah.
that like, oh, his first steps. He actually had his first steps before, but then they were like, oh, he just happened to
That's
just
actually,
first.
it's just a sweet thing to do.
Yeah. Like even they were saying, so the kid had been walking, but she's been missing for so long. The kid isn't stumbling anymore. Like he's kind of like making paces.
Yeah.
So they put like a little sandbag in his pocket, so when he walks, he can wobble like it's his first time walking or whatever. Yeah. So, anyways, this goes on for a while. And the kid learns to say bye-bye. So they go to the beach and they're trying to make the kid say bye-bye because the kid didn't say bye-bye for a while. And because they went to the beach with the kid, so the kid said bye-bye to like a fish or a dog or something like that. And she got it on camera. I was like, oh, that's so cute. She came home to tell the mother-in-law, and she took her husband's phone and she was going through the videos. And he's like, oh, you never sent me this video before. Clicked it. It's a video of the kid saying bye-bye like a day or two ago. And then she pieces everything together, runs to the bathroom and starts crying. And obviously, the rest of the situation is whatever. But in that situation, so she's upset. She ends up being upset, like, what, like, you lied to me, like, but he's like, I just want you to feel like you were about in the kid's life.
Yeah, it's what you say, like what you've said recently. The road to hell sometimes is paved with good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
The intentions are good. He doesn't want it to miss out, and he understands that she's working and she's providing, and I don't want that to be a sacrifice for you that you don't get to see your kid grow. The gesture is actually sweet. We literally had this conversation, like sometimes there's lies that you have to allow in a relationship for the relationship to function better. And that's one of the lies he was willing to be like, yeah, you know what, you still feel like you're involved or you're a part of this life. I understand why she's upset, I understand what the lie, but if she'll come around and she'll understand that his heart was in a good place.
No, yeah, after they talked about it, and it's something that they laugh about now or whatever.
Yeah.
But you in that situation, do you lie?
Yeah, I'll probably do what he did. Yeah, I probably.
It's like, crazy because I'm doing this because I love you, but the thing is, you know your wife is gonna be pissed. If she ever finds out.
Yeah, but again, it's all what you're saying. It's knowing that there's bad lies and there's lies like that. That's not a bad lie. It's a lie done regardless. It's like, did you kiss her and you lied? That's like yo.
But what if your wife has a real problem with people lying? Like that's a thing for her.
No, I hear it. I hear it. Like if you have a problem with people lying, it doesn't matter what the lie. But what I'm saying is, that's a forgivable lie. You're more likely to come around to that. There's levels to everything, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what girls are like in the arguments. If you lied about that, you could have lied about anything.
They're fucking lawyers then, innit? Fucking should have went to Harvey Specter then.
Investigators and everything.
Why aren't you suits?
You have this evidence, lawyer.
No, obviously, that's what happens in the court of law if they're trying to get a case dismissed. They found one lie. We've seen Proctor do it in Power. You found one lie. You said, why else are they lying about?
Unravel everything.
Everything.
So,
dismiss the case.
With that in mind, do you lie?
Yeah. You have to let you know.
All of us niggas are the exact same, man. Because I would probably too.
Because do you know why I said yeah? Because I know I'll get forgiven at some stage. Because I know it's not a detrimental lie. Even though if the person hates lying, I know I can explain it. I was like, I wanted you to feel like you're better in your life, but you're not missing anything at home. Yeah. I wanted you to feel whole, because if you start feeling like you're missing too much things at home, it will take away from what you're doing over there. So I didn't want it to distract from you.
No, yeah,
so I can explain that lie. Well, where some lies, it's like, did you do this? And you lie and then you can't explain. Then you look stupid explaining.
Let us know, women, would you rather be lied to? And guys, would you lie in that situation?
Yeah, no, women, yeah, they'll say no, but
yeah, because that's heartbreaking, man. Like, you're missing all of the massive moments in your kid's life.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of men's situations.
Yeah.
Bro, how is maternity leave 2 weeks? Like, that's so disrespectful.
Go back to work, man. And I think that's why, like, hybrid jobs are very good, because it allows the men to feel more apart. Like, we all know we have slow days at work and days that you've commuted an hour in to really just do, like, an hour's worth of work, and you're sitting there for the whole day. So, like, we all know, like, someone said it's like, in a 40-hour week, you're probably only working, like, 15 to 20. Like, if you're being real. It's like a lot of people. You're working like 15 to 20, and then you're having conversations here or there. You're
walking around. You're doing awesome.
Hybrid systems, I guess they've helped a little bit, but yeah, it's like parents. My dad missed like a lot. He was just he had to. That's how it was back then. He was like go back to work, go to work, and he's seen everything. Even now, at least now there's the added benefit of even like you can film it immediately, you can send it, you can FaceTime, so people can feel like they're a part in that moment.
Yeah.
Well, I would say back then, like the dad would wake up to go to work at 6 a.m. By the time he commutes, come back, it's 6 p.m. and he eats and he sleeps.
Yeah,
so there's no time with the kids at all.
Depending on how old the kids are, they're either gone to bed or they're just, if it's a toddler, it's probably asleep.
Some dads, I know dads have said they've changed their work schedule, have changed their jobs because they miss everything. They come home and they've not seen their kids or they've not spent time with their kids and their kids are sleeping. I know moms for sure that have said like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna come back and work.
Bro, did you see back to this Usher thing, right? Did you see the Ruger video?
No, I've saw the comment.
Bro,
Who's
it is
Ruger?
wild. So he has a girl on stage serenading the girl, right? Calm. Then he tells her to say, he asks her, does she have a boyfriend? She goes, yeah. He says, fuck your boyfriend. Say fuck your boyfriend. She do, fuck your boyfriend. The whole crowd starts saying, fuck her boyfriend.
Did you see?
Wait. He asked her, what's her boyfriend's name? She says the boyfriend's name. Fuck.
You see now? If that boyfriend says he doesn't like it, they'll say it's because he's insecure. Men, I want you to be able to voice yourselves, yeah? Speak your feelings. Not everything you don't like is insecurity. Some things are. Some things... You're able to say, you disrespected me on stage with Ruger. Say, I was only a thing.
No.
You're insecure.
You have to be out. But either you better hope that you go home with him.
It goes back to the question of like, if Chris Brown brings your girl on stage to wine with, isn't it?
Nah.
It's Chris Brown, they'll tell you.
And?
They'll say you're insecure if you don't like Chris Brown. Once and the last time.
Because, like, bro, even, like, the thing is, yeah, with everything that everyone is saying, yeah, I get it. Like, because you know what? It does depend on the person. Like, with the Kiki Palmer situation, it was a shirt. There's certain man names that, you know, bro, if you had somewhere in the room, I Usher walked in. I also was putting on her.
So better behave. Sit down. So better sit there. No, I'm joking.
Fam, you know.
But there's certain few women that I know, like Simi's been crushing on for time that I'll be like, all right, you can get a bit giddy. You've liked Usher since you were 8.
You can get giddy.
Yeah.
But now imagine she's talking to her like he's probably giving her time, giving her attention.
Hands around the waist.
Don't sing to my girl in falsetto, bro.
That guy, I'm telling you, he's not mad at the outfit. He's mad at the optics of that, whatever that.
Because that's a well fucking optic.
That goes in all the group chats. Bro, the cooking
Shade Room. Everywhere is posting it. Baller alert, this and that, and there's thousands upon thousands of people telling you that you're a dickhead.
So if that was my wife. And the thing is, sometimes like it doesn't matter who the older I get, the more I look at fame is now. It's like it's just human beings with extreme level of talent that they've been able to capitalize on. Like we've talked about it before the pod. The way some people view people and the way you view them because you're close to them because of proximity. It's like whoa. Like Christmas, Simi's cousin were over and then saw I did the podcast with Cello. Lost their minds. They were like, "Oh, that's just." I was like, "Grand." I see him as like a peer. We see him so often that I don't see him through the same eyes. Yeah. So he's probably seen enough famous people now. He's married to Kiki Palmer, so he probably doesn't see Usher through the eyes of that's Usher. He just sees him. That's another nigga trying to dance with my wife. To you,
no.
To you,
no. There's certain people that are generational to anybody.
I know. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying he's not famous or generational, but he's probably been around so many famous people that he's not fazed by the fame anymore.
That is Usher, brother.
To you.
No, but what I'm
telling you.
Look,
I'm telling you.
If you're talking about Gunna, Lil Baby, all these man, I understand that. They don't have a confession. Bro.
I hear you.
Guy.
I hear you, but you become numb to these people. You do.
You don't become numb to love in this club, bro.
That's not even wrong with top 10 songs.
Exactly.
He said, that nigga saying you remind me. You have to understand.
Look, bro, there's certain people, yeah. There's certain people that you have to understand, yeah. Like, okay, if I'm out and my girl gets giddy for Future, you know what? I can hear it. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you get giddy for Lil Baby, bro, you don't see
Brother, I hear what you're saying. If we're out and you see notes, yes, no disrespect. No notes. Come on the pod.
Please.
If you see notes, Better behave. If you see Usher, I understand if you get a bit giddy. I hear it, but that's to me. To someone that's married to Keke Palmer and is probably in these spaces and these rooms all the time, he's not seeing it those eyes, bro.
Usher. No. I don't think you understand.
I know what you're saying.
Like, because there's certain people, it doesn't even matter if you have clout like that. If there's certain people, like Ronaldo walks into a room, grown men are freezing up. Grown men that have been around footballers are freezing up.
Grown men, yes, they're not used to
footballers. Are freezing up.
Calm. Grown men, yes, but Benzema's wife, because she's around all the time, she's not phased anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ronaldo could walk into a room and Benzema's wife would be like, Jordan, "That's just Ronaldo."
Jordan. Yes, Benzema's wife, because that's his teammate for how many years? That's not what I'm talking about.
What about Keke and Usher? That's what I'm saying. He's not his teammate. I know, but he's probably been around famous people the caliber of Usher that he's not phased by Usher anymore.
Okay, wait. Let me put it this way, right? So before Messi joined that PSG team,
yes.
You're around Neymar, you're around Mbappe, you're around some crazy talent. Sergio Ramos is back there somewhere. There's crazy talent. Yeah. But when Messi walks into that room, if you're Neymar, man are so strong, bro.
Say for example you are Verratti, Marco Verratti's on the same team, yeah. So if Marco Verratti's playing with like Pirlo, Neymar, blah 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 blah. If his brother walks in that room, relax, man. You've been around famous man.
Bro, no, Jordan. You're not listening to what I'm saying. There's famous man, which is calm. And there's famous man. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's certain man, right? Like, okay, as a footballer, there's not many footballers that you're going to meet and it's going to be like, oh my God, that's shocking. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if I'm a footballer and I play for, let's even say I play for West Ham. If I buck Jordan Sancho, okay. But if I'm bucking Messi live, these men are being like, brother, I need your shirt, bro. We lost 4-1. I need that shirt. It's different.
I hear it. Okay, look at first. Not different. Look at, let's say, Fergie's son. Fergie's son has been around big time ballers his whole life. He's Fergie's son, isn't it? He brings around the training ground, sees all of them. So if not Fergie's son sees his missus being caressed by Ronaldo, why are you looking at him as Ronaldo? This is the norm for you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Usher, being around Usher is the norm for this guy. So he's not looking at him like, I understand because it's Usher.
The thing is, I would understand if you're talking about like a Michael B. Jordan or another actor. Yeah. It's not an actor. If it was an actor, I would 100% get you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like at that point, if Denzel walks into the room, relax yourself. Don't start freaking out about Denzel.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but
why is Usher different?
Because I didn't do a movie with Usher. It's about like no. Think about it this way, right? It's about the people. Like with certain people, right? It's like I've been around them so many times that maybe the first time it was like that. But I've been around that specific person so many times. But it doesn't dissolve you from every celebrity because you could have been around like a bunch of Def Jam, Jay-Z, all of these people. Michael Jackson walks into the room, everyone's losing their shit.
People always say this. People say like Michael Jordan's famous people. Every time they see Michael Jordan,
Jackson.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Fainted.
Yeah, people are fainted. But what I'm saying is, I think I even heard Marvin have this conversation on 3 Shots once. It's like, if this is the life we live, we're constantly around famous people. They've probably been around Jay-Z, Beyonce. Keke Palmer is a big star, big girl. She's not as famous as me. I don't know who that man is. Sorry for that man. So we're looking at it through the lens of like, oh, that's Usher. He's looking at it through the lens of like, I've been around these niggas, I've been around these famous people, I just see them as human. You're dancing with a human being, another human being like that as my wife. That's how he's seeing it. Like in this scene, in this industry, there's certain people that are levels, yeah? If one of them dances with my missus like that, I'm not looking at them like, there's a kid that might be like, yeah, but my sister texted me about Bobo. It's like, oh, you know him.
Yeah,
but I'm not looking at them like, this is not big.
There's levels, bro.
There's levels, but if you're at that level all the time, you don't see it as levels.
No, but look. That's
what I'm saying.
No, but people understand, look, like, this is you, man. This is them, man.
I hear it.
Okay.
I get your point.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, yeah, like I do, like I said, even now, like there's certain people. Relax yourself. Do you get what I'm saying?
Like notes,
but bro. If you see notes, and you start freaking out. Relax yourself.
No trees.
Like go like cool notes makes bang music. I have them in my playlist, but it's not freaking worthy.
I hear that point.
Like, but if there's certain man or even women that it comes up, I'd get it. Like Usher is one of them. I was like, it's Usher. Do you get what I'm saying? You know who else is one of them? Idris Elba.
Is Anthony Joshua in that bracket?
I don't think so anymore, you know.
Because he lost to a fuckboy.
No.
They say that day was so funny. Shout out Andrew Ruiz, man. You beat all the Van Crush Mondays. I was gassed.
Actually, no. I tell a lie. Probably. Probably.
But
like,
Anthony Joshua's man them though.
Yeah, no, I know.
I bet you Marvin and Taser and all them don't look at Anthony Joshua like, that's some famous guy. Because they're around those people all the time, so they humanize them.
You're still talking about, like, if we're talking about a level of fame,
exactly.
You're talking about the 7s. You're talking about the 6, the 7s. I'm talking about, yes, you're 6 and 7, and for majority of people you meet, it's calm. Even if you meet at 8, it's calm. Yeah. But when you meet at 10,
so you don't think Keke Palmer's husband has been around these Usher level famous people? He has. He's not fazed by it anymore. He's not looking at it as Usher. Yeah, no. He's looking at this as his man, man.
We're also taking away one very, 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 very important topic in this conversation. Once them man get in their vibe and they're singing and they're playing, music is a cheat code.
Of course,
it changes everything.
Of course,
and she's probably listening to that song. Yeah. That's what, it's not even Usher that's singing. She's listening to that.
It's 8-year-old her in her bedroom playing that.
Do you get what I'm saying? Imagine they beat to that song.
This guy's so stupid.
No, because this is the thing. Yeah, that's actually that's a fear of mine. Right? Imagine your babes that you love, yeah, cheats on you with your favorite rapper.
You can't listen to that if it's Drake.
I can't listen to him anymore.
But like you're saying,
because now the bars are random girls. You could be talking about my girl.
But like you're saying, it's Drake, so there's levels to this. If Drake is serenading your girl, you'll be like, yeah, there's levels. That's Drake.
No.
Yes.
No. What I'm saying is, if you freaked out a bit, I'd understand. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be happy with you, but I'll get it. Just like,
but there's certain mans.
Nah, I can't freak out about anybody.
Yeah, but there's certain mans on the level that if you're big freak out, you'll be like, tell them relax. Yeah. And the more level you go up, that level of man you say relax also changes.
Yeah, obviously.
Like some people look at the Migos, they'll tell their babes relax. Mm-hmm. But 5 years ago, they might have been like, yeah, that's the Migos. That's what I'm saying. No, he's elevated in fame and people he's around that he's not looking at Usher and then like that anymore.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about Usher and that. Okay, I put Usher in that bracket because it's, once again, music.
He's iconic.
Music is another thing that it really holds people. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
but
superstar.
Beyonce walks into 90% of the rooms and people are still shocked.
Yes, and people are shocked that she introduces herself her I'm Beyonce.
Unless you've been someone that has worked with her and you've been around her so many times that the feeling is worn off.
Yes.
But if people in other, like Keke Palmer's husband, unless he's been around Beyonce bare times, he's gonna be like, oh shit, that's Beyonce. Do you get what I'm saying? And
so Usher is one of those iconic people that if you're in a room with, you're like, shit, I'm in a room with Usher.
Especially Usher on his own when he's just chilling is already bad. But now he's on stage singing, he's flashing abs, gliding across the stage.
Yeah, you have to smash ball. You have to smash ball. But shout out to that man though. Like I said, he's allowed to express himself if he's not happy. That's again all we do on the internet is project. He's not happy in the relationship that him and his missus are he knows what goes on in the relationship him and the missus are having.
Yeah, but bro, that's bitch nigga shit to do, bro.
On the internet, yes. You should never.
Why are you coming to the timeline? Why are you telling us?
Yeah. Did you know how I feel about timeline think pieces?
Okay. Last dilemmas edition. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Wait, how long is that?
No,
that has to be like an hour.
No, we still have bare time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go do the dilemma with Dij.
All right. What's called?
You still find the dilemma?
No, I had one, but I don't want to go with that.
How do you find these dilemmas?
Okay. Don't worry. Just about. So, my girlfriend used to be a drama queen, and we had serious issues about it. But now she's calmed down and she's too calm. I miss her drama. I want it so bad.
Of course.
Any idea how I tell her to go back to being a drama queen?
Of course. They just said Mr. Toxicity. This guy's
maybe we were wrong. Silly. Maybe you don't need peace.
This guy is so silly.
I didn't write it.
Do you know what though? I hear him because I met you this way. This is how I loved you. Why are you changing? Mm-hmm. Why you if sometimes like we're talking about earlier, sometimes how I meet you is how I meet you, and I like that version of you. So.
Yeah, and you know what? Like there's certain things that you hate doing, but you love doing as well.
Yeah. You hate to love it. So for that guy, I don't think you can go back because sometimes it's personal growth, and that's actually one of the things about like love and getting older with people because people will evolve. Let's say not change because sometimes at our core we are who we are. People will evolve and they'll heal. They go to therapy. And a side of those ego deaths, so there's a side of us that probably stay in the past that we don't live anymore. And you have to learn to constantly love the person as they evolve and grow. Because you can't expect a 17-year-old person, if you're with them at 27, to be the same person. They've changed in some capacity. So you have to just learn to love your babes for who she is now or tell yourself it's not for you and dip. What would you do?
I completely disagree. Talk to her. No, because you know.
Tell her to be dramatic again.
Yeah.
Why if she doesn't want to?
No, because you know what? I bet you anything, right? She thinks that, however he probably told her about her being dramatic, he told her in a way that, like, I really don't like this. If you don't stop this, I'm going to break up with you. So it's not that she's not dramatic anymore.
Yeah.
She's just hiding it from you.
She's just hiding from yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
So
enough. That's
tell her,
actually true. That
babes,
could be true
unleash
also.
the beast, bro.
That could be true. Like I was talking to someone yesterday. They said they paid for their babes' holidays. They took them on holidays and they were arguing and they told the babes of like, oh, why you even give me stress? I just paid for you to go to Malta. And says since that day, his babe doesn't even let him pay for McDonald's. Because of how he said it. He's so paid. Like they'll be during the drive-thru, she's leaning over the top. Because sometimes it's probably how he said it. It's not like, I'm not saying that like, oh, because the conversation was like, oh no, I would even tell my sister, you need to be an adult and you need to work because you don't want anyone to look at you and say, yeah, but I do this for you, or to put them in a position of power where they can use it. And the person was like, yeah, I've actually said to my babes, why are you stressing me? I just paid for you to go to Malta. And since that day, the babe doesn't let him pay for anything because I'm like, yeah, in an argument, you don't want people to remind you like, yo, I did that for you, so I put you on.
Going back to what we were saying at the beginning, sometimes that's when women would like to draw, like, you know, women are mean. Yeah. Like, you know, when they just want to hurt you, so they and the
they're
worst
not
part,
good
right? They know how to hurt you.
Yeah.
They're not good people at all. That's why they don't like each other.
They know, again, they know we're ego driven, so they go for the ego. Because physically they can't like, what are you gonna do, man? Just hold. You can't really do anything, so they know you're ego driven, so they it's furious right there.
Bro, and they dig deep, boy.
I have one more Jordan's Charger before we leave because this is also a promo. Jordan's Charger. Akbo, if you're watching this, they cooked you, man. You got to charge it to the game. They cooked you. Let's talk about this. So August 6th, there's a few events going on. There might be someone hosting an event. All I'm saying is get tickets to Fusion Fest. That's what I'm saying.
I'm out there. I'm hosting that bitch.
That's it. Come on.
Look, I hope by the time this comes out, it's actually announced. But yeah, I'm hosting that bitch.
Yeah,
we're gonna be out there. Come support your boy.
Yeah, the last summer bank holiday, so that's probably why there's a lot of events on that day.
Bro, that day
so
we're outside. Everybody come and be outside with us.
Fusion Fest and. Yeah, I think there's other events going on that day. I think Demi from Get the Jizz is hosting as well. So look at her events, License to Party, do whatever makes you happy. It's the last bank holiday of the focus summer. I wanted to ask, do you think it's disadvantageous that we are having all the events on the same day?
No, it's not.
When we're a small community.
Like Apple, respectfully, what you said was dumb. Because like this is the thing, yeah. Like I've heard from some people that have attended DLT that it's like, I mean not DLT, that attended L2P is that it's a very particular crowd that goes.
Yeah.
And it's like it's them, man. Like if it feels like it's a particular crowd that goes, you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like if I'm not that crowd and I just want to go have fun, there's a whole different crowd that goes to this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like none of these venues can fit us all.
And we always complain it was too small, it was a sweatbox, too many people there. And again, what you're saying is true. There's a different crowd that likes different events. And I always reference back when we went to Sip and Paint, and I was like, I've never seen these faces. Those are people like, if I went to L2 license party, I know I kind of run into the same faces, but at that event, I never knew anybody there, except for like you. And I was like, okay, different crowd, different events cater to different crowd, and we need some of these people. They also want to socialize. Like at the beginning of the pod, I was talking about Open Circle. I'm like, yeah, that also gives a different crowd a place to go, praise God, and be social amongst peers that are like them. So yeah, having more is never a disadvantageous thing.
Bro, it's so nice.
It's always better.
It's so nice to be able to be like, oh, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Because it always feels
exactly.
Like, and you know what? It diverts trouble as well. Like, because if, like, I feel like our problem in Ireland is proximity.
Yeah.
We don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah.
If you want to go have a night where you're popping bottles and shit, you almost have to go Vela.
Yeah.
And when you go Vela, your ops are right there.
Yeah.
And now,
you're
after drinking all day right beside each other, then someone breaks out in a fight. But it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, no, so I always think, like, even before they were talking about, like, oh, is there competition here, competition there. I was like, no, we need as many, where we are right now, we need as many as good things as possible. We don't need one good thing. We need everybody to do good. So, like, then we were like, okay, there's something happening over there. Let's go check out what it is. Because if it's just one person, it's like, you're not making enough noise. So yeah, Fusion Fest, August 6th. Get your tickets. They're just gonna be hosting. And I also wanted to say shout out to Shikemi. You know, she came through, pulled up to get her candles finally.
Real recognized, real man.
Shout out to her. She pulled up. She recognized her and DJ two alike. So after talking to her, I said it to you. I understand why she likes the pod. Like after getting the vibes,
cool people like cool people.
Cool people like cool people. Like
That's what I always say.
She gotta come on and talk about her PhD and talk about that journey, that
people
process.
People that be doing
extra
all this
education,
bro.
Yeah.
Do you know how long that shit?
Yeah,
Fuck that shit, man.
That, man. But yeah, that's anything else you wanna pull up or plug today? Comment, like, and subscribe.
There was something else I had, but I can't remember. I was gonna charge something on someone's behalf.
Oh.
But I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, everybody's being cooked.
You know what? I need to start giving myself voice notes because there's bare shit I come across.
Yeah, I think Joe Rogan does that.
Like, yeah,
he voice notes himself because he knows, like, you know, on WhatsApp you can put yourself as a contact and send it to yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I
do
always
the same thing on Teams and Microsoft. As well.
Okay, yeah. So I always do that. I always do that. Like I always send stuff to my WhatsApp just to keep it there.
I just DM myself stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
When you back in where he's DM himself porn and then you wouldn't go back to it.
Yeah.
And then you can bookmark it and you just still don't go back to it.
Bro, all the shit that's bookmarked, ask me if I looked at that shit again.
Yeah. You see it like on a cheeky scroll at work. You're like, bookmark. But like, you're like, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to that.
What was I gonna say? What's good? Because we haven't been charging shit to the game recently. Twitter is being ruined, bro. It is being absolutely.
And I'm a Twitter whore.
Oh, yeah.
I live there.
Yeah,
I am chronically on Twitter.
On 2 pages as well.
one of them I made to talk about football, and I got older. I was like, I'll talk about what I want, man. Leave me alone. Because I was like, people are like, you're always talking about football. I was like, you know what? I'll make a separate page. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Unfollow. Click the button. It's right there. Yeah, Elon is taking the piss.
People have given up Twitter. So.
Yeah, they're going to that trick thread.
I can only see 600 tweets a day, bro. Fuck off,
are you still on that?
No,
they fixed it.
I never got it.
You're not on it.
I'm not on Twitter rapping like I was before. You know what I'm saying? Like
I went to 600 by 10 a.m. I sort of got.
Find a job. Touch grass.
I went to 600 at 10 a.m. I was like, how? I fell on my knees.
No, you're just laughing at the same old tweets.
I had to go. Do you know something? I use the charger page just so I can keep getting my fix.
Nah, Jody, you're a nitty, bro.
I keep going.
You're actually such a nitty.
Oh god, I actually have tried something in my game to my life today. So do you know all these people are doing gigs now? Pandemic has been over, so like if outside is open. J Hoss is coming. He's doing 2 concerts. So obviously everybody knows I listen to Brilliance. I listen to Flagrant. Andrew Schultz is my guy. So it's actually weird because when I started listening, when he was frustrated with the industry and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm putting my shit on YouTube. I'm doing it myself." Yeah. That's when I actually started listening. When he was just like, I'm not gonna wait for someone to open the door for me. I'm gonna do it myself. And since then, now he's doing world tour. He announces London. I'm like, Royal Albert Hall. Obviously, we will be there. We have to be there.
Have to.
Yeah. But I couldn't get tickets. My brother logs in, cops with tickets, calm, book fly. I'm like, sells out in like 10 minutes.
I know, I didn't get tickets.
Line back saying like, you man's, yeah. And then the guy announces take fucking shows at the Tree Arena the next like 2 days later.
You know what? You're gonna enjoy your show better.
Yeah, probably the Royal Albert Hall because it's also a more intimate setting. It's nice. A bit closer, yeah. So
it's proper nice.
Well, yeah, I bought tickets to that, and going to London itself is a cash loss. Just traveling to the UK, I think that's what, because the Tree Arena I could drive, park, come home. Mm-hmm. It's done. But the minute I land there, I already have to spend money. I have to spend money. Yeah, so
like people keep asking me, yo, Dij, why have you been to London? Why have you been to London? Because there's nothing calling me there.
Yeah,
because anytime I go there, I spend stupid amounts of money, and there's nothing that nobody's called me for an event. Nobody's shouted me for anything. Oh, bro, I'm staying.
Remember when it was like a quick weekend when you could literally go for a weekend and spend like £100 hotel? It used to make so much sense to go to London for a quick, and everybody used to do it. Everybody was like, you just open Snap on a random weekend, someone's in London. Now to go to London, it's like, obviously, Simi and I were looking, it's like 300. Some hotels are doing £300 for a weekend. And depending on the weekend.
Even this in Ireland, bro.
I miss seeing the snaps of White Robe. Is it all because we have houses now, or people just don't go hotels anymore?
It's because the hotel rooms are expensive, bro. Bro, you spend like minimum for $150 for a shit room
for a night.
For a night,
bro. We were looking at hotels recently for like October, just for like a small break, because you know.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't.
yeah. And when she looked at him and she was like, "Yeah, it does make sense. Some hotels are 400. Our neighbor said they wanted to go to Belfast for, I think, a weekend, 800. To Belfast.
Wait, you talk to your neighbors?
They're black. They're the Congolese. And I know them from before. Like, I know them from ages ago. And Ebenezer the Geezer, he's one of my neighbors as well. So I talk to those neighbors. I don't really. So Simi's in a fucking group chat with all the neighbors complaining for planning permission that they're doing. I told her, do not give them my number. Nobody add me to that group chat because
Oh my
I
God.
will leave and they'll say your husband left the group
Are
chat.
you going to be like part of the neighborhood watching all that?
I think I will ingratiate myself with my neighbor, ingratiate whatever the word is, with the neighbors only when I have kids. Because then they'll be like,
you're forced to.
Yeah, they'll be with. I'll have to know who they are,
But
who my kids are, houses
you
they're
really
in.
should get to know them though. Like
When I have kids.
Nah,
Inshallah.
even before then, bro. I'm telling you, they come in handy.
I
Also,
probably.
This is coming from a hypocrite because I do not even chat to any of my neighbors. Even one of them is black, and we just was good, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but we're cool. You get what I'm saying? But like,
No, there is a benefit because they're saying it does take a village to raise a child because everybody uses each other. Like when Tolly T was on 90s Baby, she said sometimes the parents didn't even like the other like people that they would send us to, but they had to because everybody have to go to work. Where are you going to stay for 8 hours? So now she has to go to work. Now they have to come here, not because we're cool. But there's benefits for everybody that we're a community. Someone's having a wedding soon, and Simi was like, "Oh, yeah, remember when someone was having a wedding, all the aunties would gather in one kitchen and they'll all cook that day because that was the community coming together. Now, obviously, now we have vendors and we can just pay people to do it. But it's like, yeah, that's what used to happen. There was proper communities. Now everybody's in there. We'll chat on the group chat. That's our community.
yeah, no,
that's our community.
Like, you never know. John that lives beside you might be a lawyer.
Yeah, no, it's
you know?
true. It's true.
Bro, man, just
It's true. Yeah,
and look, plus the thing is, the difference is like because you bought your house, you're there.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like you're there. Like this is really.
And I can like talk to him both. Like,
I see because if something goes wrong now, there's no landlord to call.
that's what the group chat's for. If someone's having a problem with their house that was built because they're new builds, and sometimes new builds come with their issues because they're rushed and people want to move in quick. Everybody's like, "Is this happening to your house? Or is this happening to the shower? This is happening to my house?" And people are like, "Yeah, this is happening to me too." Everybody gets together, complain, and people come over to fix it. So I don't know. Yeah, I probably will. Like in great.
Yeah, bro. Invite them to the barbecue, bro.
Oh God, no. No, the thing is, you are right. You need to. It's that's your community now. Like that's who your kids are gonna play with. That's who you're gonna be around. They're gonna be walking to school together, and by default, parents have to become cool because sometimes you have to be like, whose house is my kids going to anyways? To
Are you
play
gonna let
FIFA?
your kid go to people's houses?
To play FIFA, not to sleep over.
Are you gonna let your kids sleep over?
No. Like you went to your friend's house to play a game and then you come home after. We all did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom has to call me home.
Yeah. No, we all did that. No, that one I'm more inclined to do because I did it. You go to a room, play game. I'll call you. Where are you? Come home. Yeah, you come home. But to sleep over, nah.
Fair enough.
I think so. Well, I think that's us done for today. Let's go catch up on this.
Yeah.
Love Islandy.
You know.
At the end of the
Islandy.
podcast today, don't worry. This we did, I think, 4 in a row, just me and Didge. Gonna start booking guests again. So if you have anybody in mind and anybody that you want to talk, share their story,
That does some cool shit.
does some
just
cool shit,
obscure
was interesting. Because sometimes me and Didge are like, who do we even want to talk to? But we'll get back on booking cool people to talk to. If you didn't like anything that we said on this podcast today, you can charge.
Oh shit, yeah. Happy birthday, Ness.
Oh, thank you for listening. Also, buy Fusion Fest tickets.
You know.